So I'm Roger Goodman from the 45th Legislative District, which are the suburbs to the east of Seattle, including Kirkland and Redmond, Sammamish, Duval, and Woodinville. It used to be a sleepy little place about 30 years ago, but then high tech moved in, and there's been a dramatic transformation of the area. Extremely diverse population, almost half born outside the United States, very highly educated because they work in the high tech industry. So I've seen a lot of change in the last 20 years. I'm starting my 10th term now, and so I've been around for a while. I serve as the chair of the Community Safety Committee. We have jurisdiction over the criminal legal system, prisons and jails, the criminal code, police. My focus is really keeping people safe. We've had some challenges during COVID and since COVID, a lot of public disorder, a lot of violent crime. It is settling down now, but public safety is sort of taken for granted. It's hard work, and so we're at that work right now, wanting to make sure people are safe on the roadways. There's been a lot of impaired driving, safe in our homes. We don't talk about that very much. Domestic violence, sexual assault inside the home. I want kids to be safe at school, and I want our public spaces to be safe so that we can have a thriving civil society. And once again, our public spaces need some attention right now, so that's really my major focus. A lot of people suffering from behavioral health disorders, mental illness, substance use disorders, and they're languishing on the streets and they really need help. But people don't feel safe. They see that. They see people rooting through garbage or urinating or just, running afoul of the law, but not a lot of criminal intent. And so we need to help those folks, and I want us to invest in police and other community responders to help them and literally clean up the streets. Crime rates are down below 2019 levels now, but people don't believe it because what they see is disorder. They don't feel safe, and that's really kind of the area of my work. It's about perception. So that's really the focus right now, is to help people who are in need on the streets, make people feel safer on the streets. Another issue, which is really tragic but very important to address, is firearms in the hands of young people. A lot of kids dropped out of school during COVID and didn't go back, and so they're dislocated and they don't feel safe. They end up wielding weapons as part of groups, and second, third time, someone is injured or killed. We really need to get weapons out of the hands of young people. I want to do it in a supportive, restorative, therapeutic way. I don't want to be punishing young kids who, again, they're afraid themselves. This is a real challenge because it could end up punishing them and then hardening their brains for fight or flight. I really don't want to do that. So that's a delicate issue we need to resolve, but a very important one for public safety and for the future of those kids' lives. I'm a sports nut, so you'll find me in my what I call my sportsing chair on the weekends with my phone, looking at the stats as I'm watching the games. I just absolutely love sports. I love the athletic competition. More than anything else, I like travel. I've been to about 115 countries around the world. I've crossed every continent over the surface, other than Antarctica. I've taken a little bit of a break here for the last 20, 25 years, raising a family and professional life. But I'm looking forward to a lot more travel in the future. Just in the last year, I've been to about 8 or 9 countries in 3 continents, and so I want to do a lot more of that.